Tin cans, weebs, and neckbeards. My name is Bricky. What are we doing today? Putting war assets on the Volcano. And who are we doing it with? The Gladiator. He's a stabber, a deflector, and knows everything there is to know about your toes. Wearing about as much armor as the average porn star, boasting a small buckler and trident which we shall nickname the Foot Fetish, because our man has a thing for toes. As a gladiator, you are about excessive pressure and relentless attacks. Your lights are extremely fast and do solid damage, while your heavies are also rather quick and have an insanely fast startup, negating most heavy into feint into guard break attempts the enemy does to you. As an assassin, you have dodge attacks on the top, left, and right guard. These attacks do slightly more damage and get your opponent very off guard. You can also do a stamina draining punch from every guard direction as well. This does no damage, but does drain decent stamina and stuns the opponent, making it difficult for them to see your next attack. A nice mix-up is also your skewer. In a combo, you can make an unblockable attack that can be feinted into a guard break or let loose and get massive amounts of bleed damage. If you don't want to hold the skewer, you can also launch an enemy into a wall for a free heavy attack. But we cannot forget the toe stab, your bread and butter. The toe stab is a fast unblockable which does light damage on its own, but can come out rather quickly at the end of a combo. Also, if the enemy is out of stamina, the stab will be much slower, but will knock them down, giving you a free heavy. As an assassin, you can also deflect, giving you that same skewer attack to do with what you wish. When sprinting, if you miss an attack, you can follow with a jab called Bamboozle, which is amazing for the name alone, and then guard break time. With Gladiator, your guard break nets you a free heavy from any direction, and throwing an enemy into a wall does the exact same thing. For parries, a heavy parry will net you one of two options. The first is a dash attack for slightly more damage than a regular light, or you can immediately press guard break to do a massive stamina draining attack, which can remove an entire stamina bar if you follow it up with a zone. A light parry will net you a full heavy as well. Finally, his zone attack. Oh, his zone attack. It starts out with a quick unblockable into a secondary hit that can be canceled later. We'll talk about this guy in the future. And that is the Gladiator. Little shield, big trident, and mostly all shaft. But how do you fight as the Gladiator? How do you liberate the Volcano? Well, by being a spamming little bitch, unfortunately. Now, a Gladiator is an assassin, and an assassin for honor means he's rather good because literally every assassin in the game is good, now that we got that Orochi rework. However, Gladiator will be a decent character regardless of one move. He may be like B tier or something along those lines, and could use some small buffs to make him a little bit more meta again, but he would still be viable. He is, however, elevated to a level above thanks to one move, his zone attack. His zone attack is, in my opinion, one of the most overpowered moves in the entire game due to its ridiculous safety. It doesn't do mega damage like Highlander's offensive stance, and it isn't massively hyper armor covered seizure inducing shenanigans like Berserker, but it is literally no risk, almost all reward. So for starters, it comes out at insanely fast speeds. So for about 90% of the player base, it's extremely difficult to dodge, and even more so in 4v4. If you don't dodge it, sucks, he gets free damage. However, if you do dodge it, it depends. If you dodged backwards and your guard wasn't to the right, you probably got hit anyway because of back dodge recovery. If you dodge to the side, well then he simply feints it, and nothing happens. There is no reason to not just spam zone attack to your heart's content, because almost no hero can punish you since it can't be parried because the first attack is unblockable, and even if you are able to dodge it, he just feints it and you're back into neutral. It's infuriatingly safe. If you fight any of the quote high level players and they pick Glad, all you're gonna see is endless zone attacks that makes me want to stab my own toes. Now, besides the zone, he is still a good hero. Some fast attacks, good deflects, lots of stamina drain, and a high stamina pool, some skewer mix-ups, some toe stabs. He's still decent, you know, he's not crazy good, but he's definitely no Valk. It's just, this is what happens in For Honor, or for any fighting game, to be honest. A character can be decent and fun and have a good moveset, but they have that one ability that's stronger than the rest, and it's all they're gonna use. Conqueror Shield Bash, Highlander Offensive Stance, Kensei Zone, or as iframe dodges, Gladiator Zone Attack, Peacekeeper Zone Attack, Lawbringer Shove on Block, Warlord's Crashing Charge. Now, don't get me wrong, characters like the Warlord and Lawbringer aren't really great right now, and they use that single ability because it's all they really have, but it still makes sense in the, if this ability is the best, you're only gonna see it. There's really no reason for you not to spam that move. I mean, hey, that is the name of the game, don't get me wrong, but it just bugs me because Gladiators is infuriatingly safe and risk-free. A lot of them, while oppressive, have a little risk to them, or at least some of them do. Gladiator has pretty much none, and that's the issue. But whatever, I'll just stare at Glad Nips to make me feel better. So of course, we gotta cover fashion executions. Thank you to Dale Graphics for his fantastic conqueror. Looks like he'd guard a royal wedding. Amazing. For Gladiator fashion, we have the pure paintbrush, the Queen of Mars, and watch those nipples, Glad. Execution-wise, we have bad pullout game. Flippy the Flipping Dog. Extreme Toes. Hornet Ring. Groin Pain. Bitch, I know you didn't just fucking do that, I swear to God. And 400 AD anal. And just like that, we have our Trident Boy and toe-loving Gladiator done and done. He's really fun and really good at, times. I just wish I saw people play the full character instead of pressing 2 buttons. But hey, you do what you gotta do to win. My name has been Bricky, and send me your Gladiator fashion over on Twitter @Bricky for a chance to be featured in the next episode. Deus Vult. Bye-bye.